Alright, if you're here because you want to learn how to get rid of ice on your car or windshield. And this can be pretty difficult, especially if you're in a hurry to leave. But we're going to give you some tips on how to get rid of that ice and melt it safely. The first is to try a mixture of alcohol and water. I recommend using rubbing alcohol, also known as isopropyl alcohol, and just mix this in a 50-50 solution. Put this like in a spray bottle and spray it directly onto the ice, and the ice will melt. There are tons of videos all over YouTube of this magic being done. It's actually pretty amazing. In fact, if you just want to use rubbing alcohol instead of water, you don't even have to mix it in. It might be more expensive this way, but it works. Just pure rubbing alcohol. Now, another way to do it is to warm up your windshield. Now, there are two methods to do this. The first one is to get inside your car and turn on the heater. Some people's heater takes longer and it might take a while to heat up. The second method is dangerous because lots of people like to warm up water and throw it onto their windshield, which can be dangerous because it will, if the glass on your windshield or throughout your car changes temperature quickly, it will experience thermal shock, which will actually shatter the glass. So I do not recommend pouring hot water onto your windshield. Instead, if the temperature is above freezing, you can get some room temperature water and pour it over the ice, which will help thaw it. Another tip is to use a professional de-icer, which these can be found like in car shops and automobile shops. Basically, like whenever you turn your windshield wipers on and you push that button, that stuff that squirts out, that is professional de-icer, and it is actually manufactured to melt ice. Another way would be to use like a credit card or your fingernail. Some people do this if they really need to leave really quickly. They just get their credit card out and start scraping the glass to get rid of the ice. But if you don't want to use that, you can actually go to your local supermarket and purchase an actual scraper, which they're usually made out of rubber. Sometimes they have metal on the end. You have to be careful because if you use the metal on the end, it can scratch your glass. But if you want a tip to not let it freeze over, if you take like a tarp and you cover your car with a tarp, the moisture will not allow moisture in, and it will not freeze. So placing a tarp over your car is a great idea. So we're going to go back over the tips. The first one is to try a mixture of alcohol and water. The second one works a little bit faster, just using pure alcohol. The third one is to warm up your windshield by turning your car on. The fourth one is to use a professional de-icer, which would be like using the thing that your car squirts out. The fifth one would be using a credit card or your fingernail, and the sixth one is to cover your car with a tarp. Thanks for watching this video. If you have any better solutions, leave a comment below. If you like this video, like it. If you want more like this, subscribe.